Hello, beautiful beings. I want to show you this shirt. It's my most recent amazing thrift store find. 168 subscribers. That's 168 people. That's a lot of people. Oh, it's so exciting. My nose starts itching every single time I start recording a video. I've seen like intuitive tarot readers, I've seen it happen to them too. It's all the ancients say about it every time I mention it is it's the effervescence, the tiny bubbles. So thank you so much. It's so exciting because it's just so exciting. And it used to be to where if I got a subscriber, then I'd lose two. Now all of a sudden, even if I go down one day, I go up two the next day. Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm definitely seeing evidence of my most amazing shift recently. Yeah, into even more expansiveness. They're saying, I want to show you something. Okay, it's kind of messy in here because I'm cooking my dinner, but so hopefully you can see this. So my middle daughter she found this book. It used to be a dear friend of mine's. Well, she made it for me with a set of runestones. So I got all the symbols out of this book and I started going to the river a few years ago now, and I found a rock for each symbol. It was so much fun going down to the river and finding all these amazing rocks. And so what I decided to do is, well, okay, so then this brings me to this. Okay, I hope you're still seeing this. Let me put this up here. So I found this piece of wood. Here, let me get back here. A really long time ago. Isn't it absolutely amazing? Isn't that so cool? But it wouldn't stand up on its own. For all these years, I've just had it in storage, or I've had it in my tiny home, setting up against something, like recently. And I decided to glue it to the base of this rock. And it's just worked out so beautifully. And so I decided that I'm going to draw a runestone every morning, and then I'm going to place it inside of here every day, so I can use my runestones that I made and also honor Andrea even more. And yeah, it's just beautiful. This one looks like a whale tail to me. This one is, here, let's see what this one is. I hope you could see all that okay. Let me see. Oh, page 10. Algae protection. They're saying that this is being read for you also. Previously known as Elhaz, this is a stylized hand with fingers open. Here, let me get this symbol. The universal symbol of a spiritual protection as a cycle has come to fruition. The new is at hand. During the time of transition, there may be difficulties, yet drawing this runestone provides the protection you need. Remember, staying true to yourself is the greatest protection of all during this time of change. And so I told you that I draw cards. Like, I see tarot cards come up, and what card is that? Truth and Integrity card. I just saw that one come up, and there's a line in there that says, miracles always happen when you decide to be true to you. So that's the theme of this message, I would say, is protection. I feel more energetically protected now than I have my whole entire life. A really long time ago, I never would have thought that I would be so grateful for being so sensitive to everything. But now I can see 100% why I am. And well, it just has to be that way. Specifically, it has to be that way so whoever I'm speaking to, so I can feel exactly what you're feeling as if it's my own feelings. And and between that, because if I can feel how you're feeling, then the ancients are feeling how you're feeling also. Well, I mean, they could anyway. But so we are feeling how you're feeling, and that's how such specific information comes through for whoever I'm talking to. Things that I could have absolutely no idea about. But we tune in, and we are tuned in. And so this divine knowledge comes in. I'm claircognizant. That's just this clear knowing that comes in. It's plain as day to me. and just so endlessly fascinating and exciting. So let's all be true to ourselves, and sometimes that takes a lot of practice, but it's always worth it. They're saying they just asked me, it's so cool. The ancients have been asking me questions the last couple videos, I think. I haven't had them do that before. I mean, we've had and conversations, and they ask me questions, but not usually during my videos have they asked me a question so it could clarify what it just said even better. So what did we just say, and what did you just ask me? Being true to ourselves. They said, what's the bottom line? Like, what's one of the keys to being able to be true to ourselves? Because a lot of us weren't taught how to do that, because the people that we were around, nobody had taught them how to do it either. So we learn these things a little bit later in life. It's obviously never too late. So one way that I have learned to be true to myself in the purest form is by trusting my intuition. By overriding the mind and what the logic it throws in, especially if I'm dealing with another human being, and let's just put it out there, a man. I used to have a picture in my mind of how I wanted it to be with this man, and so I would override my intuition. I would override my gut aches. I would override, well, at that time it seemed like there was a lot of different things going on in my mind, not just one or two conversations. It was just so painfully busy all the time. Anyway, so I bunny trailed there just a little bit. I can hear somebody saying, it's this, trying to tell me what I was just saying. I'm sure that works. So I had a picture of how I wanted to be with that guy. And so I would override my intuition, and would I get my ass kicked. Well, the ancients, that was the point, is I've always been able to hear the divine, but I just didn't realize it because my mind was so busy. That was eclipsing me temporarily. We're never completely eclipsed, but there is the illusion of that. And boy, it's a painful one. So as the years have went by, and now I only have maybe a 3-month interaction with a man that isn't here for my highest good. Well, he was for my highest good, but not as a romantic partner. He was here for my highest good because I learned so much more about trusting my intuition and setting very, very firm and loving boundaries for myself. There will always be somebody that will come into our life that we can practice on. Yeah, I don't want to practice anymore. I absolutely do not. I have set incredibly firm boundaries with people here in the physical and the ones on the astral. I feel so protected. So we are protected. And the key, okay, what did it say about being true to ourselves? Remember, staying true to yourself is the greatest protection of all during this time. It's true. Even if it seems like it stirs things up, I'm not talking to anybody that's in a really horribly dangerous situation. I'm not encouraging you to take any action at all. I have no idea what you should do. So I just got to put that disclaimer out there. So being true to ourselves, ancients, how are some other ways that being true to ourselves looks like, besides setting loving boundaries towards ourselves? And it seems almost, well, for ourselves, it seems almost insurmountable at times when I've been in a relationship and I've been in it for a while, but it's super toxic, and I've been in the mode of not speaking up. It seems like it's almost impossible to shift gears right in the middle of the relationship. Well, this person has always known me as this, and this has been my role the whole time. And so things can get incredibly uncomfortable as we are practicing these new behaviors for ourselves. Yeah, the other person doesn't like it because they can't control us like they used to. So all this growth doesn't come without pain. It absolutely does. But life is painful anyway. So why not make this pain into growing pains, and grow and outgrow these situations that we had to get super small to even fit in them. We are outgrowing all of that now. But we're here for you night and day. We will talk. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I just got a message, and I don't always necessarily answer it right away, but that's what we're here for. We're here for people when they feel like they're in crisis. Well, we're here to help rebirth you. I'm a being doula, and so my purpose is to people come into my life at incredibly low times, incredibly critical, you know, the fork in the road times. They're very, very desperate. Those are the ones that we love the most, just because they're the most receptive to, they can't wait to hear what comes through from the ancients. And so feeling that from this person in their openness, they just feel like, even though they feel like they're in excruciating pain, we see it as birthing pains. And it's just so beautiful because we are here to be the doula and help you remember how to be yourself, like who you are. And ultimately, this is our deepest desire, is we help you remember, have like the experience of remembering, like I did with Muji. And yeah, that's what all this is about. All of this, all of these videos over the years, everything I talk about, it all has to do with waking up. And that's how we become our authentic selves, is by waking up. But this practice, going through ascension and and shining our light of awareness on the ways, the habitual ways we've always thought and been for lifetimes, not just this lifetime, but doing that work and facing our fears and letting the divine weed our people gardens. Rising, just keep rising. There's no limit to how much we can rise, because we are the divine, and there's no limit to the vibrational of frequency of the divine. That's what we are. That's what's breathing us and beating our hearts. So it's worth any type of pain, any type of uncomfortableness, to start practicing new behaviors. Like say what I mean what I say, but don't say it meanly. I still have to practice that don't say it meanly part. And that is by learning how not to react. And yeah, it's all doable because I've been doing it. I'm living proof that these are just constructed ways of thinking. And so it's a habit. But being conditioned, making a habit of my own, I'm kind of aware that I'm doing it because I'm doing it, but being conditioned and having that be a habit, having it be a habit to be conditioned in these certain ways, it feels a lot more painful to unravel it. It seems like, because we weren't aware that we were being conditioned, or having a habit made of those conditionings. So it's all worth it. And I mean, why wouldn't it be? Once we clear out all the clutter, then we get to be here for our highest purpose. And that has to be, I don't care what their purpose looks like. The bottom line is all of our purposes is to help humanity, to help planet Earth. And that's by being the highest vibration we can possibly be in these physical forms. It doesn't matter what a person does. It doesn't matter if nobody ever sees them. But if they're present, if they've been doing their work, if they've been ascending, then you are helping humanity and planet Earth. Yeah. The light will always prevail. Always. It doesn't matter what it looks like in the Matrix. Things are going to look pretty bad, but they're not going to affect us because we are on a different timeline now. We're on a different vibration. So I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I don't watch any of that low vibrational shit because it has nothing to do with my purpose on the planet and who I am. Nothing. It will always be like that over there in the Matrix. It will always be like that. It's constructed to be like that, they're saying. So it will make it even more challenging for us. And so it'll dive us deeper inside where we truly are, where we truly see from. I love this one. I know I said that, but it sure looks like a whale's tail to me. Even the colors on it. Isn't that beautiful? I find the coolest rocks. Okay, Ancients, I think that's it for now. Oh, thank you so much to all my subscribers. I never ever get tired of that feeling that I get. And I literally go, because this time when I looked, there was 2 new subscribers. I was just like, oh my gosh, wow. So amazing. So amazing. So exciting. So now even, you know how they say, whatever that saying is, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. It's not that extreme. It has been that extreme in my life at times, but now it's not. Now it's 1 subscriber down, and then the next day I get 2 new subscribers. Yeah. And even when I see the 1 subscriber down, it doesn't bother me anymore. It used to bother me really bad, like when I had 19 subscribers, to lose 1 or 2 subscribers. And I was super negatively, specifically focused on it too. I've had a lot of practice over the years to learn patience and to learn the deliciousness of divine timing. Because this is so much more delicious than if it were to have happened very quickly. Yeah, every single time everything takes its time. I'm probably repeating myself. It makes me feel just more, no resistance to what is. And what a beautiful life to have no resistance to what is. I don't feel like I shouldn't say that. There may be a time that I get to a point that I feel no resistance at all. Ever. I feel no fear ever, no matter what happens. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Okay, that's it for now. I'm going to go eat my dinner. We love you so much. satsongwithmamaG@gmail.com. Anything else, Ancients? No, that's it for now.